Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 102, the only podcast on the internet that will be guaranteed to get you excited for the release of Ferdinand this week.
Ferdinand.
Yes.
What is that?
That is the movie, the animated movie, starring John Cena as a bull.
Oh.
That comes out Friday.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So does Beyond Skyline, the sequel to the 2010 movie Skyline.
I'd never heard of that movie before.
You never heard of
Skyline?
Here's the thing, though, about this that I found fascinating. Because I didn't see Skyline, but I remember that movie, and it looked dumb as hell. And apparently it was. It has a really bad Rotten Tomatoes score. But Beyond Skyline is coming out this week and has a much better Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh.
So, and it's getting a lot of pretty decent reviews. So,
What's this movie about?
Aliens.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you're gonna see one science fiction movie this week, it's Beyond Skyline.
Mr. Brockrock, Elite Gamer, Photography, Raptor, The Wendy's Girl, Elite G, Addie, Kyle. Addie from India. I saw him before saying he's from India. What's this 7:30 in India stuff? It's
7:30 a.m.
I guess.
It's the only thing I can think of.
That's a weird. You're half an hour.
Yeah.
You got a half an hour distinction. That's weird.
Yeah, 7:32 a.m. is the time in India.
That's bizarre. So, Bright. So, well, I can't touch anything without being shocked.
Correct. You are nothing but a big ball of static.
I got two problems.
Yes.
I want to move the mic closer.
Okay.
And I want to take this off. But I know taking this off will generate more because I'm hot now.
Well.
So I'm going to touch this with my whole hand.
Okay.
I'm terrified. I'm going to touch the knob. The knob is usually good. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Before, I was very careful to touch the camera.
Yeah.
It was the loudest shock I've ever heard in my life. It was incredibly painful. And it shut off my monitor on the other side of the room. Anyway. So I don't want to stoke the flame because whenever you say something to a mass amount of people, or say not to do something, they tend to do it. We don't want Star Wars spoiled for us.
Correct.
There's around this time every year for the last 2 years, trolls go between all the streams and copy and paste spoilers and just mass try to do that. Yeah. So we have fail safes in place. You cannot talk about Star Wars in chat at all.
Unfortunately, we apologize, but it is.
We have people who are moderating. Well, pretty much Tommy, who's gonna. They're all flagged for review, and he's going to show ones. If you want to talk about Star Wars, or if we talk about Star Wars, you those chat messages will show up, but he has to moderate them. So chances are it won't show up. So just shut up about Star Wars.
Yeah,
we're all going to enjoy it.
Feel free to talk about Ferdinand and Beyond Skyline, but Star Wars, just be careful with.
I don't know if we're going to have a reaction to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll definitely talk about it next week.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on Twitter for all of our...
If we do post a reaction, it would have to be Sunday. But I don't know if we're going to do something. I don't know. Anyway. We gotta unbox something.
Okay.
We got, finally, after all this time, we got the Mario cereal. We went to two places.
We did.
Right before I went, damn it, we forgot the Mario cereal. So we ran to ShopRite. They didn't have it. We went to Target, and we came home with the official, zoom in on it, the official Mario cereal. I still don't want to be shocked. So, as you can see here, Will.
Yes, Bob.
I've talked pretty loudly.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's got Mario right here on the front of it. Oh, this one. Hold on, wait.
I'm waiting.
Very sorry.
It's a very, very wonderful audio podcast.
It's got Mario right here.
Yeah, you are not drawing on the box of Lucky Charms with a Sharpie at all.
I don't know what you're talking about, Will.
Riveting radio right now.
Yep. There he is. That's not Mario. Absolutely not.
Nope.
And we're going to see how it tastes.
Yeah. Guess I'll zoom out now.
Yeah, you can do it. I think they got the idea of what it looks like. Now, us here in the Wulff Den, we don't have our cereal with milk.
No.
We're weird. This is pretty much just as I expected. It looks and tastes exactly like Lucky Charms.
Yes.
I think it's the marshmallow bit.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Burgundy Burnouts, $2 super chat. Damn, I tried to send a spoiler super chat.
I don't know why that's funny. I'm going to take this sweatshirt off. The whole stream might shut down.
All right.
I wonder if you can even see the Mario on there.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go.
All right. Hold my hand. Gotta do the whole palm. All right, so I'm grounded now. All right, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. I gotta pick up my computer, though. This might be a problem. All right. Oh, God. Oh, also, we got a very sponsored show today, even though nobody's paying us.
Yeah.
We got our Sail Away Coffee.
We do have Sail Away Coffee, Long Island's premier coffee. SailAwayCoffee.com. Use the promo code Wulff Den to get... use the promo code Wulff to get 10% off your order.
Don't screw that up.
Yeah.
But also, these shirts are in our TeePublic store, and link in the description, the ones that we're wearing.
This is what I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah, and I'm wearing this.
If you get this reference, you had a great childhood.
I'm a little upset that Mario didn't show up out here.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Kind of.
Sort of. Not a lot happened.
So the title of this stream is Switch sells 10 million units, which is important, but there's not a lot to talk about there. I'd rather talk, right before we started, you brought something up about the Death Stranding trailer. I want you to say what you said to me before.
I was not into it.
Why?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
I've seen Kojima trailers before, and they don't show gameplay. Ever.
Right.
Like, they just show weird things.
Right.
I feel like this trailer was Kojima taking the money he's getting from Sony and lighting it on fire. Like, just wasting their money.
It did look very expensive.
Like, for what reason? What is going on? What type of game is this? Why does Norman Reedus have a fetus in his stomach?
I will say that there's an IGN interview. I mean, it wasn't really an interview. It was they interviewed him. They interviewed Kojima, and then it was Marty Sleva and Max Scoville talking about their interview afterwards. And Kojima had some good insight about the actual gameplay.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say I really enjoyed that trailer. Because so Kojima's trailers are short films.
Yeah.
He's known for releasing DVDs, and even the last trailer he released the soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah.
So his trailers are a big deal. This just visually, I'm not talking about the CG, even if it was live action.
Yeah.
This looked like nothing I have ever seen before in my life.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
there's no
bizarre
denying that.
thing. And no, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense what's happening.
Like, even like the Metal Gear Solid at its most nonsensical, you can sort of piece it together and make sense of it in your own way.
Right.
There's no way I can make sense of this.
But it was just the most interesting and most different thing I have ever experienced.
Sure as hell was different.
To me it felt like just being at a museum and looking at like a piece of super abstract art and being like, I get this because of how bizarre it is and all of the work that went into this. That's what it felt like to me.
So you say that, and
because it's like some psychedelic trip he went on, and or he went to some other planet and came back and was like, this is what I have.
So that just reminds me of the scene in Ted when Joel McHale is taking Mark Wahlberg through his house, and he just stops at a painting and goes, "This is art. You get it?" And Mark Wahlberg just goes, "No," and then they keep walking.
To be fair, when I go to the MoMA, everything is trash.
Yeah.
Everything looks stupid. That a lot of modern art is terrible. But I mean that like Kojima's whole thing is that like, so there's the Homo Ludens and they're the transcendence of Homo sapiens is the next step.
Yeah.
And like all of the stuff that's going on in this trailer, that's like beyond humans. So it's supposed to not make sense, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like he's gone too far into the not make sense aspect of it.
That's what makes it so great. That's what makes Metal Gear so interesting is how complicated it is.
Metal Gear at least starts off grounded. Every single Metal Gear game at least starts off on the ground. This one doesn't. This one's just like screw perception or whatever. I will say two things. One, you have a bit of Lucky Charm on your shoulder. And two,
Was it right here?
Yeah. I'm
Got
impressed
it.
you got that.
I got it.
And 2, I'm obviously going to get this game when it comes out. Like,
Yes.
let's be clear here. I'm going to play this game. I don't know what I'm going to get myself into, and I kind of want to know that before I spend $60 on it.
So, Kojima. Have you ever played another Kojima game besides Metal Gear? Is what I mean.
I'm trying to think of the other ones. It was
Zone of Enders.
Zone of Enders, Golden Sun.
He did Gold Sun.
No, we did Golden Sun or Boktai. One of those.
Boktai.
Yeah, Boktai.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
What is that?
That's one of the ones we don't get on YouTube.
Just subscribed? I'll look. He did Boktai, Zone of Enders,
Police
and
Knots and
Police
Snatcher.
Snatcher.
I want to
yes.
play Police Knot and Snatcher, but they're hard to come by in America.
Choking Hazard. Thank you for the sub on Twitch.
Thank you. Good band.
That's a Twitch Prime sub. That means it's free if you have Twitch. If you have Amazon
Amazon.
Prime. So I played Zone of Enders because it
Yes.
looked really cool. It's not that good.
The first one apparently is very bad. The second one is apparently very good.
Really?
Yes.
I might have played both because
Yeah.
I got the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that good, but I feel like he's Metal Gear is the only thing he's got going right. You know? I do have my concerns that Death Stranding, the gameplay will be so bizarre that it's not great,
Yeah.
but. I'm a little bit. I feel a little bit better. I'm hoping that it at least plays similarly to Metal Gear 5.
Yeah.
And I think it does.
You can in the trailer, the whole thing took place in one take. And all the cutscenes in Phantom Pain were one take cutscenes.
Yeah.
So you can start to see him taking elements from that and using them in Death Stranding.
I just think the design of everything in it, the certain bizarre themes, like the thing that the little radar thing he had. I've never seen that. I've never seen a baby being used as a battery. I've never seen any of this before. The costume design, incredible. So what in that IGN interview with Max Scoville and Mari Sleva, they talk about how Kojima says that. So when that thing blows up, that giant. They call it the kaiju, that giant kaiju thing. It blows up. Norman Reedus dies. His character dies.
Okay.
That is your death animation. So he wakes up, and you lost all of it's kind of like Dark Souls. You don't have any more of your items. So you have to go collect yourself again. You get reborn pretty much.
Okay.
So every time you die, that happens.
Okay.
So death is a mechanic in the game. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
We've heard this before that he talks about some of the mechanics are like ropes. Ropes pull things towards you, and sticks push things away from you. Sticks would be like a weapon.
Yeah.
So I think that there's going to be gunplay, and it'll be very similar to Metal Gear Solid 5, but there's going to be a weird rope mechanic, and I think we saw some of that rope mechanic with the Mads Mikkelsen trailer, the last trailer.
Oh yeah.
So. I don't know. I'm hoping that. I mean, the bad guy in this trailer was some like invisible thing, and it looked like maybe those guys that were floating in the sky, those might be bad guys. I'm hoping that the grunts are the zombie looking things, like the skeleton looking things from the Mads Mikkelsen trailer.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be able to have mechanics and gameplay and gunplay similar to Metal Gear Solid 5 where you're fighting actual military people.
Right.
I think this is going to be great. I was very excited about it. I was showing people who don't like video games. I was like, you have to see this. It's the craziest thing you'll ever see in your life.
Oh, it sure is.
And if you haven't seen it, even if you don't care about Kojima or Metal Gear or anything, you have to see that trailer because it is bizarre as hell.
It is an experience. I'll give it that. But
and when the dude, I don't want to ruin it, but when the dude floats to the sky and then he's like trying to kill himself, because he doesn't want to get.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
That was crazy.
I just wish
the baby crazy.
I just wish it made sense.
I mean, it's never going to. This game is never going to make sense.
All right, now let me rephrase that. I wish it was grounded in some level that I could recognize, so I can at least try to make sense of it.
Okay.
Because even at its most bizarre, I can still kind of make sense of Metal Gear Solid even if it's in like my own interpretation of it, not what the game is telling me.
Again, going to why it doesn't like it. These beings that are in this trailer,
Yeah,
and these things that that look super bizarre and that we don't understand, we can't understand them. We're like ants to them. They're from a different realm or universe or whatever. So but yes, no, you're right. It's not grounded in anything. Hopefully the game starts off and eases you into it. They also say that there's some elements that possibly of what's that game? Silent Hills.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think that there might be.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because they seem to be pretty upset that they didn't get to make Silent
Yeah,
Hills.
absolutely.
So I'm excited for Death Stranding. And you could care less.
Well, again, I'm going to definitely play it. I'm just like, I need something more sensical than what I just saw.
Right.
I did not like what they presented in that trailer.
Okay. AJ seems to think that it is a PlayStation 5 game.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to get delayed.
I don't think it is a PlayStation 5 game just because it looks very similar to Metal Gear 5.
It's running on the same engine as Horizon Zero Dawn.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew it was a different engine, but I kind of didn't believe it because
Yeah.
it looks
way
too
exactly
similar.
like the Fox engine, yeah.
Yeah, it looks way too similar to the Fox engine.
Yeah.
And the Fox engine looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yehuda in the chat says, "What is a Metal Gear?" That is just gonna spiral into a hole. Don't wiki that.
What you should have
It's
done.
a mech.
Yeah.
Period. End of story.
The way you should have asked that though is just it should have been metal ... gear ? Question mark?
Yeah, gear.
Gear?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Caloric says, "What drugs Kojima is doing? I want it."
Tommy Rojas says, Bob, well, I got the answer. Kojima uses drugs. Bam, no one can understand.
Atten says the baby uses a battery was in the Matrix. But that's the thing. We don't know if it's a battery. Also, actually, Kojima confirmed there is one baby. That is one baby.
The whole time?
There's not multiple babies.
It's all just one baby.
Yeah. So the baby that looks like it's in a battery thing, that is a baby. That is a single baby.
Is that the same baby that's inside Norman Reedus' stomach?
That is like a dream sequence type thing. He's not actually in Norman Reedus' stomach. To what I understand. But my
That's what I'm talking about.
Because that's the death animation.
It zooms into your stomach, sees the baby, he gives thumbs up, and then it zooms out.
I guess. Because then immediately after that, he's holding the baby. Or he picks up the baby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so the baby's not actually in his stomach.
I guess I gotta watch it again. It was an 8-minute trailer.
Plus, he throws up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell he's throwing up. Maybe those bugs are the baby.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is an 8-minute trailer, and there's not a lot of dialogue, but a whole lot happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for Death Stranding. It's gonna be great. I am very excited for it. Hopefully, it plays as well as Metal Gear Solid 5. That's all I want, is the gameplay to be as good as Metal Gear Solid 5. The story, go nuts with it. Because Metal Gear Solid 5, the story's not that good.
No, story's actually really disappointing.
It's disappointing because it doesn't wrap up.
Right.
You want more as you play the game. You want more and more of the story, and you get less and less of the story.
Yeah, even in the beginning, it doesn't give you any context or anything for what you're doing. You have to piece it all together, and the pieces you find just aren't very compelling or good.
Did you beat it?
No.
Do you know what happens at the end? Do you know?
Kind of. Oh, about the whole who you're.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah. That's stupid. That's just straight up stupid. That's a Raiden thing.
So I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as Raiden.
I think it's worse. I think it's much worse actually.
So Kojima's really good at doing things that only work in a video game sense.
Yeah.
In Death Stranding's case, it's that death. It's how death is part of the game.
Yeah.
And how that you can use that as a cinematic hook or like a I don't know. You can use that to play with the player's emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
In Metal Gear 4, it was the part where you are crawling through the reactor. To me, at least.
Oh, at the end.
When Raiden is outside defending you.
Oh, yeah.
When he's got no arms and he's got the sword in his mouth.
Yeah, and you're slowly trying to make your way through the microwave.
Yes.
Yeah.
That, and in Metal Gear Solid 5, it's towards the end. Spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 5. You have to, a virus breaks out on base and it's very contained to one area, but a lot of your people are in that area, and you have to go into this area and murder all of your crew. And every time you kill someone, a thing comes up and says, friendly fire, and it like yells at you, but you have to do it, and the game doesn't let you get around it.
Yeah.
And you leave when you're covered in blood, and it's the blood of all your men. And some people are like, no, I don't do it. And some people are like this. They like want you to kill them.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre. And it takes a long time. So Kojima's good at doing very cinematic stuff that plays with the viewer/player's emotion, and stuff that will only work in a video game.
Right.
So I've heard people say that Death Stranding should be a movie. You haven't played the game yet,
Yeah.
so you don't know that. And also, again, Kojima does things that could only work in a video game. Andrew Williams says, next topic. And Master says, and we care why? Does nobody care about Death Stranding?
I guess not.
I think it's just these two people.
Yeah.
Screw you guys. You guys came for the Mario unboxing.
I guess.
It tastes a little bit like Lucky Charms.
It does. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot like Lucky Charms.
Anyway.
Geez.
So
A lot of people want us to stop talking about Death Stranding.
Oh, you got it. So my favorite Kojima game is probably the Game Boy Metal Gear Ghost Babel. Okay, so the Switch sold 10 million units. Here's what you want. You came here for this. Here's what you get, guys. Switch sold 10 million units. Aren't you excited about it? It's so great. Switch sold 10 million units. So what do you guys want to talk about? I'll pull up the article. Nintendo Switch has sold 10 million units in under a year. Wow. By comparison, the Wii U will.
Yes.
So 13.5 million units to date.
And that came out in 2012.
Damn. So the Switch is doing really well.
Yeah,
and
Switch
it's
is doing very
reported
well.
to, in its first year, which would be March. By March, they're going to completely lapse the sales of the Wii U.
Oh,
Which is
absolutely.
the previous console, which is absolutely bonkers. But that's also just goes to show you how terrible the Wii U did and how great the Switch is doing.
Yeah.
Now, this is not to get ahead of yourselves, however, because in the first year, I have an article here from a year after the launch of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Mm-hmm. And this article says since launch, which was a year prior,
Yeah.
the PS4 has shipped 13.5 million PS4s. That's interesting because that's exactly how many Wii U's were sold.
There you go.
And which is exactly the projection that Switch will sell. Microsoft hasn't revealed exact Xbox One numbers since April, when we heard that the tech giant had shipped 5 million Xbox One units. We do know it has shipped another 3.5 million Xbox One, Xbox 360 consoles after then. So we're likely looking at a total of around 7 million Xbox Ones. So the Xbox One in its first year didn't do too great.
Right.
It only did about 7 million.
Yeah.
The PS4 did 13.5 million its first year. So the Switch is going to do just about as good as the PS4 did.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great,
Yeah.
considering that the last console did pretty damn bad.
Mm-hmm.
But also, the PS3 did pretty damn bad in the very beginning.
Yeah, and then PS3 worldwide wound up matching the Xbox 360 in terms of sales worldwide.
Which is...
Saying a lot,
that was
yeah.
like an amazing feat.
Yeah.
Also, I have VG Charts, which is the absolute worst website of all time. I hope it doesn't crash my computer. Oh, no, it didn't. Thank God. So this is global lifetime sales for the Xbox. PS4 versus Xbox One versus the Switch. Oh, my God.
$2 super chat from, and I'm so sorry I'm going to butcher your name, Maud Kali. Imagine what a Pokemon game would do for the system.
It would do, amazing.
Yeah.
We just had a discussion before this because AJ brought it to my attention. The number one intellectual property franchise is Pokemon.
Which is astonishing to me.
And the number two is Star Wars. So Pokemon is bigger than Star Wars, which is absolutely insane. So yes, a Switch Pokemon game would do insane. This freaking website is absolutely trash. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is the PlayStation 4 total lifetime sales is 62 million consoles. Xbox One total lifetime sales 30 million.
Yeah.
And the Switch, this says 5 million, which is not true anymore. Oh, this is from July though, or June. July. This is from July. So as of July, 62 million, 30 million, and 5 million. And here's a visualization of it. So it still has a ways to go to catch up to the PS4, but I mean, PS4 had a 3-year lead.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people are thinking that we're going to PS5 soon.
I don't know. I feel like with the PS3 and the 360, like those were really extended life cycles, and the fact that we just got, a PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, the mid-cycle upgrades, I feel like those systems are going to stay around for a little bit longer, closer to the 10-year mark, like their previous generations did.
I think there's definitely not going to be any new system announcements next year.
Yeah,
2018.
No, absolutely
I think
not.
2019, at least Sony will announce a new console.
Yeah.
I think that's what we'll be seeing. But we got a lot of time for that.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story, Nintendo's doing very well, and they're only going to be even bigger.
Yes.
I think they're looking to double the sales next year.
Yeah,
So that
which
means
I think they can easily do.
20 million next year, which is, yes, I think they could easily do it, especially if they announce a Pokemon game for the Switch.
Yes.
I don't think Metroid would do it.
No, but it would be a very good thing to have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish I liked Pokemon more than I do.
Yeah,
Because it is the number one intellectual property.
I fell out of it pretty quickly.
What was the last Pokemon game you played?
Red and Blue. No, I tried playing, because I played Red and Blue when that first came out. Then I tried playing Ruby or Sapphire, and I was just like, I can't get into this. There's so much work you have to do in this game just to get out of the first town.
That's that whole
that grind.
that RPG grind.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Switch is doing great.
All right.
What do you want to talk about? You want? Well, what do you have anything?
I got some things. I'm just pulling some things together.
Anything video game related?
No.
Or Nintendo related?
No.
No? Okay.
What should I go with first? I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say that PUBG runs like trash.
All right, let's talk. Let's keep doing your stuff.
Oh God,
What is this?
$1 from the Hulk.
Oh, another
you,
$1 from the Hulk. Thank you.
He did $2.
He did one, and then he did another one.
Oh, yay!
Yay.
It might the alerts might stop.
Yeah.
There might be a cooldown. So yeah, as you might know from my videos if you watch them, I bought an Xbox One specifically for PlayerUnknown's Battleground
Yes.
because I was excited to play it. I want to play it on console. There it is. I want to play PlayerUnknown's. Oh, he keeps doing it. I gotta mute it now. Who? There we go.
PUBG.
I'm getting there. We're getting there. So I bought an Xbox One specifically to play PlayerUnknown's Battleground because I want to play it. It looks really good, and I want to play it on console because I don't like playing games on PC.
Right.
Apparently, well, it's a garbage game, and it runs like absolute trash. Now, this video has the reveal of the Xbox One, the original.
The original.
And it says this system will keep being optimized down the road forever. We're gonna keep optimizing it for games, and this is actual like frame rate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's yep. Those are the textures. It is an alpha, and this is from my understanding. Like I don't know what other alpha has come out on console.
Xbox was doing they call it games preview instead of early access.
Yes, that's what it is.
Ark Survival was in that.
I was on PlayStation also.
We Happy Few was
We
part
Happy
of it.
Few confuses the hell out of
Yeah,
me.
I was so mad because I thought that was gonna be like a BioShock game. It's a survival game.
It is a survival
We
game.
have
I
to
thought it was
eat
a
and stuff.
narrative game.
No, It's a survival game.
That makes sense that it's early access then.
Yeah.
People who aren't into video games talk to me about that game. Oh my god, it looks so
Really?
great. Yeah. I don't think they understand what it is.
Yeah. I didn't understand what it was at first.
I hate this. I hate this whole early access garbage.
I do too.
Because it allows things like this to happen.
This is one of the big reasons why people hated Steam Greenlight so much, because people would just flood it with like crap like this, and then those people would just expect it to be good enough, and then they would never update it.
Yeah.
For every like one person who used it properly, there was 100 who would just put out just crap after crap after crap. Now, that's not to say that PUBG is gonna follow along those lines. This is obviously a big deal title. They're going to update it and it's going to get better, but it's not making a good first impression so far.
No. And the thing is, when is it going to get better?
Yeah.
Supposedly the test server, there's two different servers. There's the actual servers and there's test server. Supposedly the test servers run a little bit better.
Okay.
But a little bit better. Digital Foundry has a really good video because I love Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
Comparing the frame rate between Xbox One X and Xbox One S.
Yeah.
And it's terrible on both. It runs significantly better on the Xbox One X, which brings another problem. Oh, this is a good one. This is the input lag.
Oh, wow.
It's atrocious, and that is going to be game-breaking.
We just got a $20 super chat from the Hulk.
Oh, wow.
This is the last one. Just wanted to say that I love you. I love the content. Keep up the work.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Hulk.
you very much, Hulk. Who says that you're a bad guy who just destroys things with your rage? You got a kind heart in there, Hulk. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Thank you very much. So, people with the Xbox One X, it performs way better.
Yeah.
The frame rate's way better. It doesn't lag as much. They have a significant advantage.
Right.
That is a huge problem.
Yeah. Well, again, the
competitive game.
X is a much more powerful system than the S or the original, the vanilla Xbox One. So obviously, like, regardless, it's going to play better. They have to like keep patching it and optimizing the other versions so that it all runs at a smooth frame rate.
So, people who have a crappy PC are obviously at a disadvantage.
Right.
But if you have a decent PC and somebody has an immaculate PC, and both games run at a steady frame rate, it doesn't matter. I don't care if somebody who has like a $6,000 PC is running the game at 144 hertz and I'm running it at 30. That guy doesn't have that much more of an advantage, if any, than I do. Yeah. But in a case like this, look, this guy's swimming. This guy's swimming in the middle of the grass. The Xbox One X is running at 30 frames per second, and I'm running at 10. That is a massive problem, especially if we're playing on console.
Very
we
bad.
do this. We play console games to get away from crap like that.
Yeah.
And now we're living in it. This is a major problem.
Yes.
And
I agree.
I already knew that this game was going to be not finished, and
This is very not finished.
yeah, but I was not expecting this at all, and I'm very upset. Because, again, I bought my freaking Xbox for this game.
Well, I guess you just have to wait until it gets an official 1.0 release.
I'm going to feed into it. I'm going to feed the monster, and I'm going to buy this game. We're actually going to stream it on Sunday. Me and AJ are going to play it. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
But I need to get... I honestly haven't even played it yet. So I need to get my hands on it because I need to experience that first.
I mean, I've seen people who are playing it, the Xbox version, and are enjoying it. Like, however much they can. So, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the appeal of PUBG. The fact that it's...
That's the thing. Like,
it's been in early access for a long time.
It looks like trash, and it's always looked like trash. But people have a lot of fun with it. And the idea is very fun. Same thing with Friday the 13th. The game has a terrible Metacritic score. But, for some reason, people love it.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's worth it to push through these problems, but these problems look way worse than the problems on PC.
Right.
So I don't know how much worth it is. Oh, we just got a donation, I think. Oh, PayPal donation. You guys are very generous.
Yeah.
You guys are very generous this holiday season. That is from Windex Fighter. says, "Wow, PUBG looks like garbage. Imagine if it won Game of the Year." Yeah, that's the like. So the whole point was, well, it did win best multiplayer game.
Yes.
Which I understand why it was nominated. I understand why it was there. Is because it's such a phenomenon, and like, it doesn't really matter if it's finished. It's sold a lot and people are playing it, and it's a huge deal. But it just sets a really bad precedent for game companies, because we're just going to see more garbage like this. There was a good YouTube video I saw the other day talking about DayZ. DayZ came out 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still in alpha, and now it's completely dead. I think there's only like a couple thousand people playing at a time now. Everybody's moved on from that game.
Yeah.
They have no funding. There is zero chance that they're ever going to finish that game.
Yeah.
So I'm glad other people like Bluehole, the people who make PUBG, are staying away from. They're doing a little bit better than DayZ, but I mean, it's not good. It's not a good time to be a gamer.
Nope.
All right, well, that's it for PUBG.
All right.
Does anybody care about PUBG? Flying Scarmore, whatever.
Scamori.
PUBG doesn't have steady frames on PC. I'm not sure why they thought consoles could do decently. The new map supposedly is much improved. That's very interesting. I know that it's not good on PC either. It's not, but it's steadier.
Yeah.
It's definitely steadier than this looks. But again, I need to get my hands on it to see for myself. Disable Box says Roblox looks better than PUBG. Tyler says, if you have a normal Xbox One, hang yourself, basically. Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't want to hang myself.
Just don't play the game.
My normal Xbox One works perfectly fine. Like, it runs very well. Doesn't have HDR or output anything above 1080p, but serves me well.
The Wendy's girl says, no donation audio on stream. Did I leave it muted by accident?
Probably. I think it...
Oh, yeah, I left it muted.
Yeah.
Oops. I muted it for a second while Hulk was spamming it.
Hulk spam.
Hulk. I'm picturing the Hulk
Yeah.
with his glasses on and his wallet out with his credit card. Hulk spam! What do you have to add, Will, to this stream? Give me something.
I got some things. Real quick, because I talked about it last week. The Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer came out. Did you see it?
Nope. I could care less about Jurassic World.
I was watching it, and about halfway through, like, I asked myself, almost out loud, what more can they do with this franchise? Like, the plot of this movie is they want to try to save the dinosaurs because the volcano on the island is going to erupt and kill them all. And then you see that in the trailer.
Why are they there? Why are they there in the first place?
It's the Jurassic Park island.
Yeah, why are they there?
They left all the dinosaurs there.
So
they want to go back and save some of them because one was Chris Pratt's pet.
So he has to go save his pet.
Yeah.
Because the volcano's going to... Get him out of it! Why is this a whole movie?
I don't know. Apparently, the trailer...
The island is destroyed, from what I know.
No, the island is just abandoned, but the dinosaurs are taken over.
Right, okay.
So the volcano is going to erupt and wipe them all out. Completely.
Fine.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be alive anyway.
There's a part in the trailer where they actually ask a returning Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm, like, why should we care? And he says, they were here before, and if we're not careful, they will be here after us. And he just keeps going on being Ian Malcolm.
So let them die.
I don't know. I mean...
These are all clones, right? They're not organic.
Yeah, no, they're
like they weren't there originally.
No, they were clones from DNA left over by fossils.
So you already tried to play God.
Yeah.
Let the volcano kill all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a good one.
I saw a YouTube video about, it was some guy giving like a lecture, and he's talking about how terrible the woman is from the Jurassic
World.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
The redhead.
Yeah.
How she's just an awful character.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she kind of sucks.
The arc they give her is like she's the villain, and then she has like her redemption is that she's just Chris Pratt's like girlfriend at the end. And that's it. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
And like I liked Jurassic World. I think it's a lot smarter than people give it credit for, but it could have ended after that. Like I feel like that was like the most you can do with the series, which was the realization of the idea of a dinosaur theme park. And of course it doesn't work, but you know, I don't know. I just don't. I will say this, and I found this interesting. Apparently everything that's in the trailer is only from the first hour of the movie.
That's good.
Yeah.
So every movie should do this.
So even though like you see the island blow up in the movie, that's only the first hour of the movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Suck Me says, I thought the trailer was cool, and now Bob is opening my eyes. Jesse McCowan says, why did they build a park on an island with a volcano on it?
It's a very good question.
There's a lot of whys.
And you know, okay, so there were in the Jurassic Park lore, there were two islands, Isla Sorna and Isla Nubella, I think is the one. Isla Nubella is the one from the first movie and Jurassic World. That's the one where the actual theme park is on. In neither of those movies did they mention that there is an active volcano on this island. This is the first time that's being brought up.
Eric Henley says, great impression, Will. He's talking about your Jeff Goldblum impression.
I could do a much better Jeff Goldblum.
Casey says, totally ruined the idea of the first movie. Why would he build the island on an active volcano? Yeah. There it goes again. Also, mods. People can curse in the chat.
Yes.
I just want to really make it clear. People could be incredibly vulgar. They can even make fun of us. I mean, I have a problem where our mods are too good.
Yeah.
And they hide people trying to offend us. Offend us. Don't offend other people in the chat, but you can offend us all you want.
All right. So that's really all I got to say about Jurassic World.
Andrew in the chat says, you're effing with my child. Let's talk about Patreon.
Okay, let's talk about Patreon.
Because I honestly don't even know what they said here.
Okay. But you know the whole controversy around it, right?
Yes, but explain to them.
Okay, so Patreon last week was contemplating rolling out. Well, they announced that they were going to roll out a new pay structure, a new way in which they dole out money. Because when you donate $1 on Patreon, you're not all that money goes to the creator. There's a processing fee that Patreon takes out of it, so the creator only takes about like 2/3 of the money. Patreon was instituting a new system where the patron is covering the processing fee. So if you were to donate $1 to somebody, really you're donating $1.30 because that 30 cents goes directly to Patreon, but the dollar goes to the creator. It was intended to give the creator more money.
Right.
To take less money from the creator. This had the unintended consequence of pissing off not only patrons who like budget certain ways and like this would raise the amount of money that they would give to creators, especially if you donate to like more than one person and like you donate $10 to more than one person.
That's the thing. So if you donate $10 to a person, and we're saying donate because that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you donate $10 to one person, it's 30 cents, 35 cents across the board.
Yeah.
So if you donate $10, you pay a 35-cent processing fee. If you donate $1 to a person, it's a 35-cent processing fee. Mm-hmm. So as you were just about to say, if you donate $1 to 10 different people, that's 35 cents times 10.
That's like $3.50.
Yeah. So it adds up very quickly.
Yeah.
And that pissed a lot of people off. And I think rightfully
so. Here we go. The fee was supposed to go into effect December 18th and was arranged so creators would pay 5% of a payment processing fee rather than the 7 to 15% they currently do. In order to do this, Patreon told patrons that they would have to pay an additional 2.9% plus a 35-cent fee with each pledge as a way to help cover those remaining costs.
So I'm just having this epiphany now. Patreon is very the moves like this, and they've done things like this before. Nothing, I guess, this bad, but
yeah,
they're very pro creator and anti fan.
Kind of,
Like
yeah.
like they need to have a lot more. They should be building their product because Patreon is a product. They should be building that. They should be building out services for fans and not so much for creators. I know the creators are what are making them money, and the creators are what are promoting their product and getting people to pay.
Yeah.
But you want the fans to want to pay, you know? So you need to also focus on the fans and not just the creators.
Yes.
Aetherbot says quick maths. I get that. I get that reference. It's a song that's very popular on YouTube that I only saw because of the YouTube rewind. It's called "Man's Not Hot." You should watch it.
I don't know.
It's about a guy who wears a jacket all the time, and his girlfriend's like, "Yeah, you should take your jacket off." And he goes, "Nah, man, man's not hot."
I know that the YouTube rewind kept playing Despacito, and it ruined that song for me.
Yeah, YouTube rewind was a trip. It was fun. It was great. We were not. We will never be asked to go to that. I have the Patreon's post right
Yeah,
here.
so Patreon, long story short, came out and apologized for this and all the trouble it's caused because patrons were leaving. Like, they weren't donating to people anymore. Like, creators were losing patrons. That was the biggest problem.
People were boycotting it, and it became a problem for creators.
Yeah, so Jack
Conti,
the Patreon CEO, released a statement. Pretty much
also the guy from Pomplamoose. You know that
Really?
guy? He's
That's
the
him?
guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was the drummer guy.
I like Pomplamoose.
Yeah, well, that's the guy.
There you go. He basically came out and said that they're not going to implement this, that things are going to remain the same, but they're going to look for a new way to make it so that creators do get more of the money from patrons rather than, taking the processing fee out of their donation.
So I think it was a bad move that they did this.
Right.
But I also think people took it way too far. A lot of the creators who were very vocal about this were very small creators who were barely affected, you know? So, like, I feel like it, or like, people, like, it's, if you donate $10 to one person, and you have to pay an extra 35 cents. Some people were like, forget it. I hate Patreon. Patreon sucks. And they're taking it out on the creator at that point. It's 35 cents. But if I understand if you donate $1 to like 10 different people, then that's $3. That's a lot of money now, all of a sudden, that you have to pay. That's a problem. But a lot of people were just blowing it way out of proportion. It still sucks. It's still a stupid thing, but people took it way too far. I'm going to read the post because I actually haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
This is Jack Conti. To creators and patrons. We've heard you loud and clear. We're not going to roll out the changes to our payment system that we announced last week. We still have to fix the problems that those changes addressed, but we're going to fix them in a different way, and we're going to work with you to come up with the specifics as we should have done the first time around. Many of you lost patrons, and you lost income. No apology will make up for that, but nevertheless, I'm sorry. It is our core belief that you should own the relationship with your fans. These are your businesses, and they are your fans. I've spent hours and hours on the phone with creators, and so has the Patreon team. Your feedback has been crystal clear, and they have. A lot of patrons that I know, well, not that I know, but that I follow.
Yeah.
Not patrons. Creators had meetings and stuff at Patreon all last week. But some people were saying, like, stop having meetings with the big people. Talk to the small people, too, you know? Which, I mean, I kind of agree with. So, your feedback has been crystal clear. The payment system disproportionately impacted $1 to $2 patrons. We have to build a better system for that. Aggregation is heavily valued, and we underestimated that. Fundamentally, creators should own the business's directions with their fans, not Patreon. We overstepped our bounds and injected ourselves into that relationship against our core beliefs as a business. I don't quite understand that.
I think what he's basically saying is that Patreon was basically telling the patrons like what's going on with their money rather than the creators dictating this is what you get
I don't think
for
that's
your money.
that bad of a thing. Because some creators aren't fit to do that.
Right, but I think like for the most part, there's this understanding, like it's like Kickstarter. You do it in tiers.
Right.
So, and this was a change to it not coming from the creator necessarily, because every creator is different the way they set up their tiers. This was coming from the overall corporation.
I'm gonna finish this, then
Yeah.
then I'll get into what I would have done. Armchair CEO
Yeah.
over here. We recognize that we need to be better at involving you more deeply and earlier in these kinds of decisions and product changes earlier. That's what I was going to say. Additionally, we need to give you a more flexible product and platform to allow you to own the relationship, the way you run your memberships. I know it will take a long time for us to earn back your trust, but we are utterly devoted to your success and to getting your sustainable, reliable income for being a creator. We will work harder than ever to build you tools, functionality, and income, and our team won't rest until Patreon is making that happen. If you haven't sent us a note yet, or if you don't see your concerns listed above, please leave us feedback here. Thanks for continuing to create. We are nothing without you, and we know that, Jack. So, the new payments system disproportionately impacted $1 to $2 patrons. I think that the 35-cent charge shouldn't be applied until a certain tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Aggregation is heavily valued, and we understand that. I don't quite know. I think that's the same thing. Like how many people it stacks because there's a lot of little things.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Fundamentally, creators should own the business decisions with their fans. I think that they should have told creators, hey, this is going to happen. And then a week later release like a statement. So that creators can sell it first.
They should have told the creators first, but not in a way that's like, this is what's going to happen. They should have been more open to ideas and suggestions from the creators to work to a solution that wouldn't have affected the patrons in the long run.
Right.
Like, get them all together and say, like, here, this is what we're thinking. What do you guys think? And they could be like, well, it's good, but A, B, and C, I like it, but D, E, and F, things like that.
Well, that's feedback. That's something that needs to be applied in the development stage.
Yeah.
This is something that they clearly developed internally and just pushed it out,
Mm-hmm.
Patreon's a weird thing. Obviously,
Yes.
It's very important because
Yes.
it's very important for a lot of creators to even be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something we've thought about.
Yeah.
We've always said that 100,000 subscribers we will start a Patreon, but I really don't want a Patreon. It's kind of like an out of necessity thing.
Yeah.
I'd much rather YouTube have its own version of that.
Yeah.
Which I have a suspicion that they might implement.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Brockrock said, sorry, stepped away. Did they talk about PSX or the Game Awards? Is there anything to talk about?
PSX.
Zelda won.
Yeah. I think the big thing out of PSX was that Sean Layton, Greg Miller confronted him about changing the PlayStation name.
Oh, that was immediately.
Yeah. And Sean Layton.
I watched that.
Sean Layton was like, we're doing things that will hopefully make it so that by next year you won't ask me that again.
Now, he asks that to everybody that he can.
Yeah.
All of the time.
Yep.
And he's gotten a lot of interesting answers.
Yeah.
And it is a much more complicated problem than it sounds.
Yeah.
Do you know why they're like it's so hard?
No, but I know it's not as easy as just like, flipping a switch.
So like on Steam, you can change your name.
Yeah.
You just change your Steam name. But the way that works on the back end is every user has a unique code.
Right.
So that unique code stays the same, but your front end name changes.
Yeah.
PlayStation isn't built out that way, so your unique code is your username.
Yeah.
So if you change your username, your unique code is different.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an impossibility.
I know it's funny because like that was the big news this week, but then on the Xbox support Twitter page, they said, "Watch how easy it is to change your name on Xbox Live in these steps." But all the comments were like, "It's easy, but you charge us $10 for it."
Yeah, but honestly, Nobody ever complained to
Yeah.
me when I worked at GameStop, and people did it all of the time.
Yeah.
Kids came in all the time and would ask for a 10-point card. And I would always ask them, why do you want 10 Microsoft points? Because I can look up something in the system and I can get it to you. I guess because if there's a game that's like $8 on the Microsoft store, I can just give them the code for that, so they save $2. 9 times out of 10, they say, "Oh, I just want to change my name."
Yeah.
So, and people did it like every week. They changed their name because they changed it to some trolley stupid thing.
Yeah. There was when Greg Miller was still on IGN, and they would, for their podcast, they would do worst PSN name of the week. There were some really good ones.
Yes, I think they still do that. Do they not do that anymore?
I don't know. I haven't listened to PS I Love You.
Because, yeah, there were a lot of very
really
terrible
bad.
ones.
My favorite is still the chocolate drizz.
Oh, I had a good one. Oh, yeah, I sent them, but I forgot. Oh, it was so good. Oh, what was it? It was. I don't remember. I think it was like a like, where's my dad or something. I don't know. I thought it was funny. AJ says charging money is the best option. If they made it easy and free, people would exploit it. That's true.
That was something that Sean Layton said a while back.
Or put a delay on it. Like you can do it only once a year.
Facebook does that. They put a delay on it. Sean Layton said a while ago the reason why they haven't implemented it is because they're trying to figure out a way so that people don't, troll people in one game, change their name, and then troll people in another game immediately.
Yeah. So I think putting a year lock on it is a good solution to that. Because if you're Weed Master 5000 from like high school and now you're an adult, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Also, Caloric said if YouTube implemented something like Patreon, it would be a gigantic F up somehow.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't think YouTube should do exactly what Patreon does. I think YouTube should just take this sponsor thing that we have. Some YouTubers have it on vanilla YouTube already.
Really?
Yeah, we only have it in YouTube Gaming, and only if you have an Android phone or if you're on the desktop of YouTube Gaming. So, or the link in the description of this video. So take this, implement it across all of YouTube, give people perks in the actual description, in the actual comments of a video, and have tiers like Twitch does, where it's a $5 tier, $10 tier, $25 tier. That's it. Then we won't need a Patreon. We can just do that.
Yeah.
That way people don't have to actually leave YouTube to subscribe or whatever, and we could give the same perks. Except then then we'll lose out on the big tiers, but not a lot of people do the big tiers. Then there's people who bypass Patreon altogether, like Philip DeFranco, and he's been in a lot of hot water lately. Yeah, because people don't believe that he's actually doing anything with his money, but he had to buy his company back. Yeah, so like he needed that money. All right, what else do you have, Will?
So over the weekend, Variety reported that there was a lot of changes going on over at the DC Films.
Why didn't you talk about this earlier?
Because I forgot about it.
Must not have been that important.
Well, I mean, like, I'm surprised that there are changes going on because they should have seen this coming a mile away.
Yes,
it's like Warner Brothers is planning a shakeup and restructuring of DC Films operations following the box office disappointment of Justice League. They really, this really shouldn't have been a surprise to them. If anything, they should have been prepping for this since Zack Snyder left earlier this year. It really shouldn't have been a surprise. Yeah. Basically, DC Films, I think last year after Batman vs. Superman was such a train wreck, they announced that John Berg and Jeff Johns were going to co-run DC Films together and try and steer it in the right direction. John Berg will now be leaving his current job running the comic books film production division, according to several sources with knowledge of the studio's plans. A search is underway for his replacement. Berg will instead become a production partner with Roy Lee, the producer of the Lego Movie and It. Oh. So
I got a Lucky Charm stuck in the cushion of the chair. I mean, a Mario suit.
Yeah. Warner is expected to name a new person to run point on DC's films, Jeff Johns, who was Berg's partner. is expected to continue serving as DC Entertainment's chief creative officer. That means he's still going to be the CCO of DC Comics, not necessarily for the films. Johns, who reports to DC President Diane Nelson, works in areas such as television, publishing, and consumer products. In addition to his contributions to the films, going forward, his works on the films may evolve and could be more advisory in nature. Meaning that he's not going to be like as hands-on as he was for the past year. It's just they're just going to go and be like, hey, we need an idea for this. And he'll be like, okay, do this. And then they can do the exact opposite of what he tells them to do.
But they've been doing this whole time, just changing people around.
Right, but it felt like when Berg and Johns like were named like the heads of DC Films, like things started to go, like things were going to start heading in the right direction. They finally had like a clear path to it. I mean, Wonder Woman was a runaway success.
Regardless of what I think.
Regardless of what you think. But then, you know, Justice League had all these problems. There was another article. It's not connected here. But apparently, dating all the way back to Man of Steel, they've been trying to get rid of Zack Snyder. There's been somebody else like higher up in Warner Brothers who's like friends with him, who like kept saying, no, keep him on. If we fire him, we're going to look weak. We need to stay strong. We need to stand behind our creators, even though his movies were getting worse.
That's a very bold move.
Yeah.
And something that should happen with literally anybody else but Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Also, apparently, one of the reasons why... Apparently, if they delayed Justice League till next year, it would have like... You know, they would have had time to fix a lot of the problems, but it had to come out this year so that... what the hell are their names? The president and the CEO of Warner Brothers could get their bonuses.
Nice.
If the movie did well.
Oh, well, they should have known that it would not have done well,
Yep.
and that they would not have gotten their bonuses.
Yep.
And they would have just tanked. They just lost all this money for the company.
Yeah.
Anyway, they should get minus money for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, they updated their upcoming movie slate. Apparently right now it's Aquaman, Wonder Woman 2, Suicide Squad 2, Batgirl, Batman, Shazam, Flashpoint, Green Lantern, and Justice League Dark, which I can't believe they're still making Justice League Dark. Not on that list is Gotham City Sirens, which was a really big deal. That was like the first thing they announced after Suicide Squad. The Nightwing movie, which is also in pre-production right now.
The Nightwing movie?
Yeah.
I did not know that was going to be a
Yeah, that's the thing. Martin Scorsese's Joker movie is not on that list.
I hope that never happens.
Me too. Yeah. So they're already restructuring everything right now. And as of right now, the only three surefire hits, surefire things to come out is Aquaman, because they're wrapping that up real soon. Wonder Woman, because obviously, and Shazam, because they've casted half of it already.
I can't believe Shazam is the guy from
It's Chuck.
Chuck. That's
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
You liked Chuck.
I love Chuck.
He came out during the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Chuck.
Yeah, he's a big old nerd.
He liked his little joke at the Game Awards.
I didn't. What was it?
He said, I forgot what he was presenting, but he was presenting some award, and he goes, and the winner is, and he pulls out the envelope, and he goes, oh, you mean I gotta pay a microtransaction? He pulled out a credit card and opened it with a credit card.
My
It
man.
was great. He got a lot of laughs.
My wife met him when he was doing a play on Broadway.
Really?
I got really mad because I didn't meet him.
Is he a good guy?
Apparently, he's a sweetheart.
Good.
Yeah.
Did he steal your girlfriend?
I would have been okay with that. I would not have been mad.
I don't think there's any saving this cinematic universe
No.
without a retcon.
Everyone keeps saying that like Flashpoint's going to reboot everything. Like they're going to use Flashpoint to like fix everything. Just stop. Just stop making movies. Because if you keep making movies, you're just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
What you do is you stop. You wait like 10 years. I know it's going to be hard for you, but you're Warner Brothers. You have a bunch of other franchises you can run into the ground and still make money off of. So just stop. Wait about 10 years. Start with Justice League, because I do believe you can start with Justice League and work your way out. You know. Armchair film director over here.
Well, like, what would you call that? Cinematic universe planning. Creative directing.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
But Marvel's doing great.
Marvel's doing good.
Year after year, they're doing
Yeah.
great.
Black Panther's going to be rad. Avengers.
I'm amazed at how Marvel, like the universes like Marvel and universes like Star Wars, can continuously release movies that are surefire hits and not like the formula for these surefire hits don't seem to like apparent. Like you're not watching something. You're not watching something and going like, oh, this is the same formula as the last movie. You know, I'm sure you can break it down and like pull it out, but it's not. It's hidden pretty well.
Well, I mean, when you look at the Avengers, everybody thought, oh, interconnected movies. That's what everybody wants. But that alone is not what made the Marvel movies great. And, Universal learned this the hard way with The Mummy. Warner Brothers learned this the hard way with their DC films.
It's world building, and that's almost impossible to do.
You
have to build out a whole world.
I was watching a video by Patrick Willems, who's great. And he pointed out that Marvel is not the first company to do this. To do interconnected movies like this, because Abbott and Costello met Frankenstein.
Right.
That was Abbott and Costello, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman. There was a whole bunch of them together.
Was that the first one?
That was the first one. That was back in like the 40s. And then there was, I forgot what the other one he brought up, but like Tarantino, all of Tarantino's movies are connected.
Right.
The first half of Kevin Smith's filmography, those are all connected.
Yeah, Marvel's not the first,
No.
but they're really good at it.
Yes.
So there's some clout to that.
Yeah.
But again, I think more of it, and like the reason why things like Marvel and things like Star Wars sell so well is because of the world building, how the world's built out, and because you can have all these little tiny strands of story around it. You can have all these characters where everybody's like, oh, I like this obscure guy who's in the background for 1 second,
What Marvel did was they basically found a way to take event comics and make them movies. That's what they did. That's the big success of Marvel.
You know who I think could have a runaway franchise like of that caliber? Who can build out this very unique and interesting world and have all of these characters that people want to know more about that are barely in something? Hideo Kojima. You knew I was going to say that.
I thought you were going to say Nintendo, actually.
Well, yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah.
They already did. It's the biggest franchise in the world. But no, Kojima could totally do that. And yeah, Pokemon works because there's, what are there, 800 of them now?
Some ungodly number like that.
So they can sell each one of them. They literally have a surefire 800 characters right off the bat.
Yeah.
And that's minimum.
All right. And then real quick, my video today, I brought up how the Disney Fox deal where Disney is going to like buy all of Fox's assets. Apparently that is real. It's going to go down tomorrow.
Damn.
And Disney is going to be acquiring the assets of 21st Century Fox for $60 billion.
Holy crap.
Keep in mind that this is not just Fox getting the X-Men back. This is this is not just Disney getting the X-Men back. This is Disney getting The Simpsons, Alien, Predator, Die Hard, Planet of the Apes, all of their crappy Fox animated movies that they were doing, like the Ice Age movies, things like that.
So, I mean, I'm happy that Marvel's getting mutants back, but no one man should have all that power.
No, and I say that in my video. Like this is way too much. Like if anything, they should have gotten any lingering Marvel things that they don't already have, which is really just X-Men, and whatever Star Wars things they're missing.
I don't think Fox is worth that much.
No, They're trying to
That's crazy.
The reason why Fox is selling all this stuff is because they wanted to try and focus more on news and sports because that's where they've been seeing the most, business.
Right.
But to purge everything, that's insane.
Disney should spin off a mature arm and put all this stuff there,
They should.
like a Disney Max.
Yeah. Well, that's what Touchstone Pictures was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was Disney's adult arm. So.
But I agree with you. I think Ryan Reynolds should remain Deadpool
Yes.
throughout everything, always.
Yes, until he is ready to retire, which
Yes.
doesn't look like it's anytime soon.
Because he's the constant that everybody will need. He's
Yes.
the viewer.
The fact that Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges it just makes the most sense. I made a whole video about it today. You should see it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
And I just want to point out real quick, as the small mistake mentioned in that video, I said that Fox owns the rights to Fantastic Four. They technically don't. There's this other company called Constantine Films that does. They bought it from Marvel back in the 90s, and that's why they keep releasing Fantastic Four movies, so they keep the rights. It would be in their best interest to work with Disney on any future Fantastic Four movies because they've clearly shown that they can do it and do it well.
I think that Disney set a good example with Spider-Man.
Yes.
They showed look, let us just license us it and we'll work with you.
I think
Sony got a great deal out of it.
Yes. I think Disney set the example with The Incredibles because that is still the best Fantastic Four movie.
There you go.
And they're coming out with another one. So
They should just call it Fantastic Four.
yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah,
right?
that's all we got.
All right, guys. Talk to us.
Yeah, leave your comments in the chat below. But first, we will be answering questions from last week's Wulff Den Live. Or, if you spoke to us on Twitter with the hashtag Wulff Den Live, we will answer that.
Actually, first, Will,
Yes,
we're
Bob.
going to do the tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week!
So this one's a little complicated and there's a lot of layers.
Okay.
Let's start from the very beginning. So Super Mario Broth tweeted this picture. It's a Mario statue overlooking Nintendo's booth at E3 2001.
I saw that.
And it's a very ugly looking Mario who does not look like Mario at all, and he looks like a creepy guy.
Yep.
So I quoted it and I said, "Hey kids, it's me, your Uncle Mario. I am definitely him. Who wants a slice of pizza?" And then there was some back and forth between the VG dad and Atten.
Yeah.
And I said, Atten said, "I thought it was It's a Me Mario." And I said, "It's definitely me, guy. No, it's definitely a me, guy." And the VG dad, this is the tweet of the week, the VG dad's response.
Yes.
Who is a great Twitter person. He said, "Not to arouse suspicion, but there's no reason to look in my backyard. Wahoo, mamma mia." I thought that was very funny.
That is very funny.
So, tweet of the weeks can be replies to my own tweets. So, pulling up last week's. No, I'm sorry. The hashtag Wulff Den Live.
I'm trying to pull up last week, but my friends keep texting me.
Tell them. Just shut the hell up.
I don't think they care.
Let's see if I can pull this up on screen. Yes, I think I can. Because this one requires a visual aid. This is by Vanilux. Is that how you say that? Can I pull this over me? Okay, so he says, "Damn near lost my mind when I randomly stumbled upon Bob Wulff modeling on TeePublic." And it's a picture of me in the size chart on TeePublic.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I worked there.
All right.
Shut up.
Okay.
Galot, using the hashtag Wulff Den, I said, "That A Way Out guy surely was passionate, all right." Did you see that during the Game Awards? The A Way Out guy?
Yeah, he's the best.
I loved him when he
Yeah.
first came on, and then I was like, all right, you got to get off now.
Yeah. Jeff Keighley got to play you off.
Yeah. Bearded Savage, hashtag Wulff Den Live. "Is there any way you guys could do like a once a month Wulff Den Live on the weekend. I know scheduling sucks, but I just happen to work during the live show, blah, blah, blah. No, but we have the backlog.
We do have a backlog.
Also, we have the Twitch streams.
Yes.
Which are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Sunday night YouTube streams, if you don't like Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah.
On Sunday night. Check out. We got a lot of stuff you can watch.
Yeah, too much stuff.
King Manahai. One more weekend and my finals will start. I am in the College of Clinical Pharmacy. So what are your guys' majors? P.S. Weekends in Saudi Arabia are Fridays and Saturdays. Interesting.
That is very
I
interesting.
did not know that.
Well, I majored in cinema.
Eloquent way of saying
Yep.
it. I majored in visual communications, which is a very grandiose way of saying graphic design.
So, needless to say, you're already better off than both of us.
Yeah, all degrees were absolutely useless. I mean, unless you look at the channel and see all the great cinema and graphic design work. Titanium Brains, you guys should make more video. Oh, also, good luck on your clinical pharmacy degree. Titanium Brains, you guys should make more videos like the 90s Nintendo Switch commercial. That video was how I found your channel. Thank you. And might have something.
Yeah.
And we're in the works of doing something.
We're always trying something new here.
But it'll be a while.
Yeah.
Gray says, Bob, what is your favorite Mario game ever? The original Super Mario Brothers. Also, quick note, Izzy Norbert? I can't pronounce his name. He's a Brazilian YouTuber who's living in Canada. Very complicated. I'm going to be in one of his videos. He thinks that Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best Mario game as opposed to Super Mario World, which is something you agree with.
Yes.
I like Super Mario Bros. 3 better.
Yes.
But I think Super Mario World is a better game. And I don't have a lot of proof to back it up. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Good luck.
That's it for the hashtag.
All right.
Oh, are you in the Discord?
I'm in Discord,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Let's see here. Kali Motion, huge, long time. What the hell, man? Right when I just start reading.
Acord Guy. You guys make the best videos on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is a gross overstatement.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Kali Motion, huge, long time Mega Man fan here. I've played almost every Mega Man series there is, and I have to agree, 2.5D is usually not as quick and snappy as a Mega Man game should be. I'm all for a new game with new art direction, but the animations and the trailer look stiff. Mighty Number 9 wasn't without these issues. Smash Bros. 4 was an example of how to bring Mega Man to 3D better than the Mega Man 11 trailer. There they recreated the classic Mega Man poses, but they kept the animation on point even with the more floaty Smash physics. Regardless, I'm happy to get a new Mega Man, and that is coming to the Switch. I did notice that Mega Man 11, he kind of had similar aesthetics to the Smash Brothers Mega Man, because like, he had the lines and stuff. But the Smash Mega Man recreated every single motion from the original 8-bit Mega Man like perfectly, and it didn't look weird or out of place.
It looked way cooler in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But Smash Bros. Is really good at that stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a little behind the scenes. The guy who is doing the character design for Mega Man 11
Yes.
is the guy who did the character design for Mega Man Legends
Okay.
and Mega Man Battle Network. So that is why it looks a little weird.
Okay.
Now, Mega Man Legends, I said in the backlog, character design is very good.
Yes.
And I agree. I think I agree with myself. It is very good.
For Mega Man Legends.
Yes.
Not for Classic Mega Man.
Correct.
Yes.
I think they could have... Again, I think that the concept art is very good. I think that the way he draws it and the way that looks is very good. I think if they recreated that one-to-one and put that in the game, it would be amazing. But something happened with the translation between the drawings and the actual game that screwed it up.
I mean, obviously, it's still an early build. It's not coming out for a while. Hopefully, they'll be able to fix anything like that by the end of the game. By the end of
I mean, it already looks like I don't like it.
Mikachu, Mega Man 11 looks kind of like the Mighty Number 9 concept art that everyone loved, and I'm happy about that.
I don't think it does.
I don't know.
Leonel says, ha ha ha, the autosave topic. I don't remember us talking about autosave for too long, but it was because my freaking As a Striker Gunvolt didn't autosave.
Oh.
That is $2 from Taco. I love tacos.
Oh.
We had tacos. We
Yes, we had tacos for dinner, rather. I like this one. Mago Talica. The Mega Man 11 trailer made me cry like an anime fan on prom night.
That's a good one. That is a solid.
Yes.
That's a solid comment.
Yes.
Taco with the $2 super chat said, "Will we ever see Fallout on the Switch? You senpai, heart you senpai."
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
If not Fallout 4, then definitely Fallout 3.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You know?
Because I think the Skyrim might have just been a test, and I don't think they need to do it with Fallout 4. I think they could just do it with Fallout 5.
I feel like Bethesda is throwing like all their weight behind the Switch with Skyrim, with Wolfenstein, with Doom. I'm sure there's something else that they're going to put out.
I think Bethesda is ripe for a New Vegas type deal with Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So come out with
I can see that.
like a 0.5,
Yeah.
and that will be on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I think they'll just straight up do that.
Yeah.
Vito Rocks says, just a reminder that Mega Man games is slated to release late last year. That is still a lot of development time. So if I were you, do not go into conclusions based on just a single trailer.
Which is what I was saying.
Did you read that comment?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm retarded.
I didn't read it out loud.
Oh, okay. I don't think they're not going to change the visuals, and that's my problem.
I feel like they can like clean it up a little bit.
They can change the mechanics because some people have problems with the animations.
Yeah, I had a problem with the animation.
More of my problem is the way that it looks, and that's something that I don't think they can change.
Yeah.
But the feel of it, you're right. That's something that could change.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler says title is trash. All right. How are you guys in the chat? You guys good? Batmable says Battle Network and Legends have the best character design on the series. Legends, I'll give you Legends. Battle Network,
No.
the worst character design of the series of all of the Mega Mans. I will confidently say. I gotta look at
Casey Pearson. Am I the only one excited for Tom Hardy as Venom? I don't know. I think he's a great actor, and this could be a good movie. Tom Hardy is a great actor. I don't want to see a Venom movie.
Yeah. It doesn't matter that it's him.
Yeah. If it was a Tom Hardy as Venom in a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, that's one thing. It's Tom Hardy as Venom in a Venom solo movie that's not connected to Spider-Man at all. That's a problem.
Now I'm looking up.
We got a new sponsor.
Oh boy.
Welcome, Prom Dates. That's his name. Thank you.
Thank you for the new sponsor. Everybody put emotes in the chat.
Yeah.
You show some fanfare. Now I'm looking at Battle Network images because I want to confirm that it is the worst. It's pretty. I gotta say, it's not as bad as I what was happening.
Batmable wants to clarify that Mega Man Star Force is way worse.
What is Star Force?
That was like the RPG right after Battle Network. It's supposed to be like the same thing, but
yeah, it's the same thing. I will say that it's still not terrible.
Yeah.
I take back how harsh I was. Battle Network, the character design is not terrible, but I like all of the other games' character design way better.
Yeah.
It's just the way that they're going. They were going for like a Digimon type deal, and I don't think that really suits Mega Man.
No.
AJ says, I like the Battle Network's Mega Man character design, and we are no longer friends.
Damn.
Professor NASCAR says, you are very hairy.
We sure are.
Yep. Everywhere where it counts.
Yep. Except
actually where it counts.
Yeah.
Mr. Brockberg, Bob, you see that viewership for Game Awards was up 210% from last year. I did not. I heard it did very well.
It did very well.
The Game Awards this year was good. There was not a lot of cringe.
Yeah.
Even PewDiePie was disappointed at the amount of cringe that there was. He said there was not enough cringe. That means that they did it. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah.
And I applaud Jeff Keighley. I don't know if you saw, but our Twitch stream, the title was Jeff Keighley's #1 fan.
I didn't see that.
Zepto Sextillion says, I want to bob you right in your will.
Gross.
Burgundy Burnouts. I like the original Dishonored on Switch and StarCraft on Switch. Dishonored, fine. StarCraft, it's a little bizarre.
I feel like, well, they put StarCraft on the N64, and that was really popular.
Can you put it on an iPad?
I think so. It's just, yeah, I think you can do that.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can use it on the touchscreen.
Yeah, but then I don't like this whole games that only work on the touchscreen business.
Yeah, I guess.
Eric Henley with the fanfare. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You gonna read any comments?
I was looking for one. Media Slave. Been reading any comics, Will? No.
That's good.
I haven't. I've been very bad at my job.
Cole says, you guys don't need hair. You're good-looking dudes.
Yeah, but it like sets us apart.
I feel like we need hair. That's that's part of
our last name is Wulff.
Yeah, we need it.
So
I wonder if I could take hair from my ass and put it on my head.
You
like,
can.
You know how they pull it from like back here and put it on your head?
No,
can
you
I get it from my ass?
There are people who do that. Yeah, it's like when you get skin grafts when they take like part of your calf and put it on your face.
Right in the little swirl.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call up a guy and be like, "Yo, can you graft skin from inside my ass?" I'm gonna read the Wendy's girl, and then you pick one while I read this. I only like the Battle Network design because I grew up on those games, and it's what I'm used to. I had Battle Network design action figures and stuff, but I do admit it is not the best design. That is very bold of you to say, because nostalgia goggles are a thing.
They are a big thing, and it's a dangerous thing.
Yes.
Dennis McCarson wants to know our favorite memes.
Oh, God.
I am always a fan of 60s Spider-Man.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
My favorite is the one where it's a gif of him walking straight to the camera and it just says, "Come at me, bro."
I lose my mind on Metal Gear memes.
Yeah.
I like I like what like videos where they just throw in, "Snake, what are you doing? Where'd you go? Snake! I like those. Or no, my favorite is "Excellent, Snake." Da, 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 da. There's one that's it's just a door.
Yeah.
And you hear like some ambient noise, like a synth. And then the door opens and it's a python standing straight up. And then the python opened the door itself. And it's a heavy python. It slams on the ground because there's nothing holding it up. So the door opens and the python just boom, and it goes, "Excellent, Snake." Da, 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 da. No, I'm sorry. I screwed that whole thing up. It's standing straight up and it goes, "Kept you waiting, huh?" Boom. Da, 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 da.
I will always... You're guaranteed a reaction out of me if it's a Futurama or Simpsons-based meme.
Yeah.
Like, almost 100% of the time. Guaranteed.
Oh, there was another video game related one that like...
Yeah.
That's the thing, like these video game related ones, I know that I'm in that niche and I like love it, but I know nobody else is going to care.
It's not really a meme, but I've been saying "do it" a lot.
I haven't showed you the Game Grumps on that yet.
No,
right?
you didn't.
After this, I'm going to show you that.
Because my friend sent me the picture of like the Bop It ad. It was like, "Bop it, twist it, do it." And then you told me about Game Grumps, and then I've just been saying it like for weeks now. I got my wife to do it. It's great.
You got your wife to
do it.
Yeah, we
have fun here.
We like memes. We need more memes in our videos.
We do.
You know, when I first did like an audit on what makes our videos perform well.
Yeah.
In my notes, I wrote more memes.
Did a Deadpool video today. I should have known. Throw more memes.
No
in there.
memes. You gotta put a meme.
I threw things of him breaking the fourth wall. What do you want from me?
You should have had Deadpool breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
You should have broke the. You can't break the fourth wall. Your whole show is breaking the fourth wall. All right, guys, we're done. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wulff Den Live is every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on youtube.com/WulffDen. If, for whatever godforsaken reason, you can't make the show, It's cool, bro. We put this up again on Thursday, youtube.com/Wulff Den, right in our YouTube channel, where you can watch it complete and uncut. If you prefer to listen to us instead of watch us, we are on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play. And if you listen to us there, be sure to subscribe to us there and rate us and review us, because that helps us with placement on those respective stores. I want to be bigger than cereal on the iTunes store. Damn it.
That's cereal.
It's impossible.
Yeah, jeez. What about Car Talk?
Yeah, I'll
That's
take that.
Isn't that like the number one? Or was for a while?
I think it was, yeah.
It was for like even after it ended.
Yeah.
Anyway, follow us on Instagram, the Wulff Den on Instagram.
Yeah, you can do that.
We're going to both be at 2 separate theaters watching Star Wars
Yes.
tomorrow. So I'm sure we're going to be storing it up about
Yeah,
that.
we'll be doing what we can.
We're trying to do more on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to go over to twitch.tv/Bob Wulff, and I'm going to draw the thumbnail, and we're going to have a good time over there. Also, twitch.tv/Wulff Den, where we premiere all of our videos. The next time you will see us is in the backlog this Saturday. It'll premiere on Twitch first. I usually continue my 100% run of Super Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished New Donk City, and I'm very upset that I'm never going to go back there again. And then Sunday, we are going to play PUBG on youtube.com/Wulff Den.
There you
go. Go to twitch.tv/Bob Wulff. I will see y'all later. Goodbye.
Bye. Enjoy Ferdinand.
Wrong button. That's the wrong.